An investigation by World Desk News reporters has revealed alleged attempt by the governor of Kaduna State, Nasir Elrufai, to forcefully take over a large expanse of southern Kaduna land using the instruments of the state. In a report made available to Sahara reporters on Wednesday, the investigators Stephen Kefas and George McCary said they began an inquiry into the issue after spotting a letter purportedly from the Kaduna Geographic Information Service demanding that Comet Minerals and all other present occupants of the area should vacate the land. The investigator said the letter claimed that the governor's acquisition of the land was for the overriding public interest for mining purposes in Jema local government area of Kaduna State in favor of the state, citing their findings and the Nigerian Minerals and Mining Act 2007. They said the government of Kaduna State has no business evicting persons from a mining site, especially not someone with a valid mining lease after following the due process of obtaining an exploration license following the necessary preconditions stipulated in the Act. According to Kefas and McCary, their findings show that the governor's move followed increased attention given to nickel by the United States. The report read, "To understand why the government of Malam Nasir El-Rufai is interested in this piece of land, we have to travel back a bit. According to Market Watch, between December 2013 and 2014, nickel price went from $14,000 to $21,000 per metric ton. This is about a 50% increase within the space of 3 months. Before this dramatic price increase, nickel was not on the radar of US investors. After this increase, however, investors' attention has been shifting to nickel. Nickel is the main material for the production of batteries in electric cars and energy storage from solar and wind power generation. With the drive by the world government towards a pollution-free future, nickel appears to be that future. Companies like Comet Minerals took the challenge earlier in 2015, and by 2016, massive deposits of nickel were discovered in the embattled southern Kaduna region within Jama local government area. The deposits are very high grade and closer to the surface. Comet Minerals doubled it. The Titan Nickel project, the nickel deposit spanning 20 kilometers of the Comet's leaves are over 90% pure and so close to the surface. This means comparatively low-cost mining for a surface operation. The chairman of Comet Minerals, a former Western Mining Corporation CEO and Australian businessman, Howard Morgan, was convinced the Titan project is a potentially world-class game, challenging nickel deposit believed to be the first of its kind in the world. This nickel discovery was made clear 3 southern Kaduna communities of Bakin, Kogi, Nindem and Dangoma. Governor El-Rufai was informed about the discovery and given the honor to break the news. The discovery was first made in Dangoma. The other 2 communities came later. He said, when we got to the affected communities on the 24th of February 2021, we conducted some interviews, and from these interviews we discovered that the move to acquire land under any auspices is very unpopular with the indigenous people. From the foregoing, we are convinced beyond reasonable doubt that the governor El-Rufai is trying to acquire the land in a bid to chase out Comet Minerals for the sole purpose of taking over the mining opportunities, and this takeover is not to benefit the host communities or the people of Kaduna State as a whole. We have reason to believe the above, given that 1 billion naira was earmarked for the development of mining communities in the 2007 Kaduna State budget, yet nothing was done for the mining communities. This means the funds were either located or misappropriated. The investigators allege that to achieve its purpose, El-Rufai has continued to cook up lies to belittle the credibility of Comet Minerals. The report added, our findings reveal that Comet Minerals alone has developed the technology for this kind of mining, and the patent for such technology is still in force. How does Elrufai intend to secure the technology from Comet Minerals? We can now safely conclude that the acquisition attempted by the Kaduna state government is not done with the interests of the people at heart as the host communities. Wherever we went, expressed shock and surprise to a move they may have perceived as erratic and irrational. It is expected of any government that it will make decisions with the interests of its people at heart. From what we have gathered, the Kaduna state government under Malam Nasser El-Rufai is bent on a coalition path with the people. We believe that the government of Malam Nasser El-Rufai may resort to blatant abuse of power and shedding of more blood of the southern Kaduna indigenous communities to forcefully acquire the lands of these indigenous people. This is because, from what we have gathered, there is no lawful means by which the lands could be acquired. If the government of Nasser El-Rufai is acting in the interest of the host communities and Kaduna State as a whole, they will not be on this coalition path. Meanwhile, World Desk News will continue to follow these issues closely and critically until we get to the bottom of the matter. Acquisition of land here and there, mineral resources here and there. Who is to tap it? Who are the beneficiaries? Every now and then. At the end of the day, nothing. It will not be well managed. Mr. Bodybag is a silent destroyer. He's doing everything possible to silence the people of Southern Kaduna, the most heartless governor in northern Nigeria. Obasanjo's decree of 1978 says land in the country belongs to states, and any land can be taken over by government whenever there is need for it for the overall use of the state. The land and resources belong to the state, not groups of individual or tribe. So governor has power to decide whatever it thinks the land can brought to as a sources to this state. Okay, these are the same people when Akeredolu told the Fulani herdsmen to leave the forest. These are the people. They are not telling us they didn't quote Obasanjo's decree of 1978 when Akeredolu was saying, and the Bauchi governor did not know that the land belongs to the state, but he said the land belongs to Nigeria. You see the hypocrisy we are talking about and the wickedness we talk about. When it favors you, even when it is not right, it's okay. But if it's other people, they begin to bring in problem. Every day is something that land, as if their forefathers' inheritance. Okay, I don't know what this one is saying. Soon the revolution will sweep all of these criminals off. The owner of the land be awful, because your victory is coming, and the evil ones will not withstand the heat